What's up everyone, I'm Moon and welcome to Map Awareness, the show that covers all things League and a bit more. Today we're going to talk about roster changes, IEM Katowice, and then we're going to bring on a special guest just for you. Let's go. So roster changes. Tabs has managed to make it back on Elements as a sub-AD. He was replaced by Reckless in November of 2014, who was previously on Fnatic. The recent EULCS champion was announced as the Elements sub via Primetime League on the 18th. Having such a strong ADC behind you can put a lot of pressure on your head, so let's hope that the current ADC of Elements doesn't get Reckless. Now to switch tabs over to another recent change, let's talk about our very own NA's Winterfox. Glebe is back as the starting support. This means two things. First off, Glebe is now back on a starting roster of an LCS team ever since his short time lived on TSM. Secondly, Paragon can step back from being an ADC and into being a coach, hopefully getting Winterfox out of 8th place. You can do it, Winterfox. I believe in you. Lastly in our roster swap list comes devastating news for Team Coast. This weekend marks the last nail in the coffin for Team Coast, losing a game to Team Impulse, which means they're automatically facing relegation. Though this event has been on the horizon for a while, what's more shocking is their team roster, or lack thereof. Coast replaced arguably their best players with two somewhat unknown names. Their support Sheep was replaced by Quan of the Challenger team Final 5, and their jungler Impaler was replaced by WT Heaven, a player making his competitive debut. It seems as though Team Coast knew the ship was sinking, so they took the Sheep out of the ark, sending him to Final 5 with Impaler, giving them another shot at competitive play. Hopefully we see these two again, meanwhile the Coast gets washed up. That's kind of mean. No? IEM Katowice. IEM Katowice brought a lot of surprises this year. Spoiler alert, TSM being the champions of IEM was pretty big news, but sadly for them it was not the biggest news of the tournament. They were outshined by the GE Tigers in World Elite games, in which World Elite managed to get the better of GE after being down a game. They came back with an astounding 2-win victory over the Korean champions, thanks to the amazing play of Mystic and Xie. Personally, my favorite play was when Xie's Ahri outplayed Kuro's LeBlanc. Roll the clip. Is it rolling?
Burn his ultimate, so he can't get that engaged. Kuro, however, taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, Xia chasing him down. Can he get away? Kuro with some nice dodges. Now Xia in trouble. Xia manages to get the kill onto Kuro, though.
What a great play.
Despite their amazing upset of beating the first place seed in Korea while being nearly last place in China, they still got 3-0'd by TSM in the finals. Woo! NA! Yeah! Now I know what you guys are thinking. This is an SK show. What happened to SK? Well, sadly, after their victory over Flash Wolves in the first game, they weren't able to avoid the devastating bite of the GE Tigers. And if the Maw of the Tigers wasn't enough, they managed to get eliminated by the vengeful Yoi Flash Wolves in their rematch. Sorry to say SK, but you gotta stay out of the jungle. It's crazy out there, man. Tigers, wolves, and trees, oh my. Gotta be on that Maokai, guys. And Sven Skurin, why are you dying to wolves? You bronze? And now it's time for the portion of the show in which we bring on a semi-cool special guest, a man who goes by many names, including David, Goomba, BootyButt66. It's Cop. Are you ready?
No.
Hey Cop, welcome to Map Awareness. So this past weekend was IEM and the tournament was absolutely full of upsets. What did you find to personally be the most unexpected event?
I don't think anyone really expected, I think, GE Tigers to lose to World Elite. I think, yeah, it was like a 99% vote that GE Tigers would win, because we had two new players moving in, but they turned out to be really good players, and I don't know. GE Tigers picked Victor, which I find, or no, not Victor, Victor's good. They picked Yasuo, which is, I think, really stupid, because I don't know, he just got, or a while ago he got nerfed really badly.
Yeah, it was like health or something, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Trash.
And then
It's
he
trash
looked,
now.
yeah, that Yasuo looked horrible. They lost the game. That might have put Wii on an upward spiral towards, I don't know, there's more motivated to win. They feel good.
Wow.
Yep, I'm Rao. And I don't know, I feel like the pick was just stupid.
And it obviously didn't work. I think it was a really cocky pick on their part. I mean, when they lost with it, they were literally laughing.
Yeah,
they didn't take it seriously.
It was pretty dumb.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I guessed TSM to win and they won, so I look great.
So your team's very own Keen is one of the first people in LCS to break the meta with the whole Hecarim mid, and then you have your Karthus jungle with Saint. How do you feel about other teams coming into LCS and playing all these like ridiculous champs like super non-meta? Do you kind of feel like they sort of stole your guys' thunder in the creativity aspect of champions?
They take a lot of the picks. Like Hecarim was something no one played before, except Keen. But Keen plays so much solo queue that he practices like every champion in the game, and that's how he finds these like random broken champions. Plus that with like patch notes, you saw that Urgot, he got sort of buffed, so that's why he started playing him. I don't know why other people didn't play him, or I don't know why TSM didn't ban him, since I think Keen's match history was all Urgot.
Yeah, it was like an obvious thing that was gonna happen.
And they're like, okay, so this champion counters all AD. Let's pick. Let's let him have it. We'll pick all AD. I don't know. It didn't really work out, but I don't know. With the new meta patch, I don't know, like 5 point. I don't even know what it's called, but with the new patch, all the tanks got buffed, so that's why you saw the Nautilus. Even though people have probably expected him to be more of a jungler, he's always been like a decent support. So the buff put him there. I don't know, like any tank jungler can be played now, which you see like Zac, Sejuani more. It's like all these random champions. So sort of like the patch notes plus Keen just playing random stuff in solo queue just adds up. I am fucking great at it.
So how many games of League do you think you even play in a week?
Normal or ranked?
Both.
Both. Okay,
ranked.
both.
Fuck it, ranked.
Okay, ranked.
Because you probably just play a bunch of ARAMs and Troll.
That cuts a lot.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, that cuts a lot out. Maybe 2 a day. So times that way, I don't really play on weekends.
Was this only like for scrims? So like whenever you're forced to play, you just have to?
No, I do it like when I wake up as a warm-up game, and then after Bunny will nag me to duo, and I'll play like 1 with him. Or we'll play Maple Story, one or the other. No. I tried to play with him recently, and he wanted to play Maple Story, so it's not my fault. It's both of us. We're both bad.
Do you want to elaborate on your Maple Story adventures? I heard you were a pretty pink princess. I
am the cutest Cygnus Knight ever made in the game, probably. SSJ Goku 666. On Scania, top probably 10 Night Walk. I don't even know what they're called. Night Walker? Let's call it that.
Are you deeper into Maple Story than you are into League of Legends?
I know so much about the Maple Story meta.
Let's just whole show Maple Story.
Yeah,
whole
same thing.
Whole show Maple Story.
I'm lucky I didn't go deeper. God, we have a guild called NALCS. Jesus Christ.
Are you serious? Wait, you have a guild called NALCS?
It's literally made so Keen and Bunny can just get money from all the people in our guild because they know that he's a pro player.
Oh my god, you guys are using your fame to literally make Maple Story
We did such
money.
a bad thing. There's a thing called a mega microphone or something. And it talks to everyone in the game, and so Bunny and him took off all their equipment, and then they're like, "We're poor, give us mesos," and then everyone came into like the little channel we had and just gave them money, and I denied the money because I'm a good person.
Yeah, sure. Was it I Am the Diana was played, or was that just an EU? Okay.
It's multiple.
Okay, so recently, tons.
Continue.
Do you even fucking research? You didn't even watch I Am. Shut the fuck up.
I'm paid to research.
I'm paid to research, kind of.
Well, you're doing a bad job at it.
So recently, there's been a ton of Diana play going on. Do you think that that's something that we're going to start seeing in the NALCS pretty soon?
There's some players that play it. I think the only ones I really know are like Shifter and
like in solo queue.
Pole Belter in solo queue that I've noticed they played a bit of Diana in solo queue. So I sort of know them for that because they just destroy me in solo queue because fuck Diana. But I don't know. It'll probably be played more since I don't know why because I don't really read the patch notes, but I just get it from my team that it might be played more. So I have no idea.
Stoked.
Sure, it's been played in OGN, so it must be good.
I know, right? Like Irelia.
No, not Irelia.
Don't play Irelia support. It looks worse.
I know. I don't give a fuck.
Recently in the LCS, there's been a ton of roster swaps, such as like the whole Piglet Key thing, and then you have Winterfox switching things around, even going in as hard as putting managers in like the positions of their team. How do you feel about all of that?
I think what Winterfox did was okay. Paragon was known to be a good AD carry. I know Alltech likes playing support, so they were just trying something.
Do you think that it didn't work once, so they just immediately switched back, or like do you think they should have tried it longer then?
No, I don't know. I think Alltech's a little better than Paragon, and he's like a really strong AD carry. So I guess keeping him AD carry is a good spot. And then Glebe played before, and he performed really well, I thought at least.
I mean, because they have way more wins with him than without him.
They played pretty well together, and Alltech and Glebe, like, we scrimmed them a lot, and they gave me a lot of trouble personally, so I thought it was a good change for them, and...
I thought you were supposed to be, like, the best ADC in the world right now. Didn't you just beat
I get killed in lane every game where I 2v1. I never even 2v2, so let's just continue. So, what are the other roster swaps?
Piglet and Keith, how do you feel about that? I mean, as an AD carry.
I honestly have no idea, like, what's going on in their team. I don't know if it's just, like, a bad mood. I don't think it's a problem between, like, the players that are playing on the team. I think it's just...
management sort of thing?
I think it's, like, a whole mixture of everything, because, I don't know. Sometimes their picks and bans were pretty weak. I think I saw that in their last episode of Rebirth. I don't know. It's just like a team problem, and I think time will fix that. Since it seems to be getting a lot better since like the first week where they like had to bench Piglet because just behavior problems were acting up. So I think Piglet saw a lot of growth from that, and I think if they just keep playing, they'll be good.
So Cop, do you ever feel like gravity is holding you down?
No.
So that wraps up today's episode of Map Awareness. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you to the man of no sponsors and many names. Tune in for next time.